Live. I am back to doing my live again, and so glad to be with you guys. Anybody who come in here to look at it live or watch the replay, doesn't matter. But we are talking about a series of finding the right marketing resource. And I just posted a question yesterday that I figured, let me just elaborate on it a little bit, which is the questions that you should ask your marketing resource. And the question that I posed yesterday, let me just double check and look it up again. Um, make sure I got the right question is um, do they set realistic expectations? Is it real what they are promising you? If you're going to work with a marketing resource, you want to make sure that the promise that they're telling you that they would do is realistic for your business. And unfortunately, I have seen so many charlatan type of marketing folks out there who will guarantee things like, all right, if you work with me in 10 days, you can make $10,000, or and in 30 days we can get you to six figures. Some of these outlandish claims, because they may have gotten maybe one person in one particular industry with a lightning in a bottle type of results, and they think they can do it all. So you need to ask the resource if they can do that. And the best way to know is if they have the data to back it up. They've worked with multiple type of clients and businesses, and so they have the data, so they could tell you that, oh yeah, based on what we've seen within this industry, here are some of the benchmarks. Here's the things that we can start to work towards to get you to your goals, and be realistic about it. I'm going to give you a couple of examples of what some folks don't say, especially working, like if you're a solopreneur and money's real tight, um, or if you're just a business, you have a small marketing budget, and they tell you, all right, some like marketing minimums budgets that you need to have for certain platforms. Um, I've heard it before, and I think I may have mentioned this before, that some people say that you can't come on the Facebook platform unless you have $5,000 a month to spend. That's not true. You could be successful on the Meta or Facebook platform for less than that, but the minimum is about $400 to $500. That is the minimum for sure. You need to at least have that much spend per month for Facebook, for Google Ads, even a little bit more for LinkedIn, because you need to have the budget to give those platforms enough fuel to get the data back for them to find your new customers. And how they do it is through targeting, of course, but they have to have the data to make sure that they're targeting the right people. And so you need to make sure that you can feed it with enough data, so that includes money. So you can't really be successful long term and scale on sites, on platforms like Facebook, without spending the money for that. So just be aware of that. And you want to look at not return on ad spend as much, but look at ROI. So setting the realistic expectation. So what we do is we tell our clients, like, okay, here's realistically what you can achieve in these first 120 days. There's nothing about like, okay, we're going to make sure that you get that, get those results, in 2 weeks, if you don't have history out there. And if they say that they're going to promise you results in 2 weeks, um, they should come back and tell you that, well, we need to look at your data first, and then we can tell you exactly how long it's going to take. If they just say that we can get you to X, Y, and Z in 2 weeks without knowing your business or knowing the data that you already have in place, and understanding your budget, then that's not realistic, and that might not be a marketing resource that you want to use. Another example, of unrealistic expectation is timing. It is timing. There is nothing quick, and I know we're in a fast-paced, quick fix society and want things to happen now and yesterday, but marketing is a marathon. It is not a sprint. And looking and finding new customers and growing sales channels and trying to grow your business through marketing tactics and means requires consistency and time. You need to give it time to grow, to course correct, to pivot, to see the data and how the data reacts to new variables that you may put into it. If you change the pricing, if you change the creative, if you change the message, you need to give it some time. Um, every little shift you make, you got to allow time for it to catch and create a foundation. So timing is critical. So make sure that your resource that you're looking for is going to be realistic with that, and just tell you honestly. They should be able to say that, all right, with what you want to do, you can't do it on that budget, and they should walk away, and you should walk away as well. So ask the question: how realistic are the expectations of what you can do for them? How realistic is the work that you can get done within a given amount of time? I remember I had a client once that was putting on an event, and the event was, I think, about 90 days away. And she was like, hey, I want to start promoting this event. 90 days away. It was a high ticket event. 90 days is not a long time to get the results or get some of the goals that she wants without creating a funnel that kind of warms people up, especially if she wants new people who don't know her. 90 days is not long at all. So realistic, I said, it's going to be very hard to do this in 90 days. I don't know if you want to take on that risk, because the dollars that you need to put in place, it's, we can't, that's not a guarantee. One of my dearest clients I had yesterday asked if we could do a 1-day Facebook promotion, and I'm just to get people to kind of sign up for a session. And I mentioned to them that no, it's 24 hours to do a promotion. Well, one, you got to put together the ad, and we had all that information. But you're under the mercy of Meta's approval process. And sometimes it could take 30 minutes, which is usually unheard of. 6 hours, 12 hours, you just don't know. So what time do you have really for promotion if you don't even get approved for half of that time? So 24-hour idea of a campaign, no, just be realistic with that. So you want to make sure you find a marketing resource that's going to tell you the real deal. They're going to give you realistic expectations of what you can achieve based on your industry, based on benchmarks that have been laid out there, valid benchmarks. So that is it for this week. If you want to know all the questions, I have a blog. So if you go over to the website, there is the whole blog, which gives you all questions, I think it's 6 questions. And this is question number 3 I'm talking about every week, that you can check it out over there. So it was great to come here live again. Like I said, consistency is key. And I look forward to reaching out to me and look forward to chatting with you about this again next week. Take care.